Seriously, I live in Tokyo. For some of us, moving to Japan is definitely a dream come true. It means new culture, different people, anime, unique life experience. Interestingly, for some foreigners, even for some Japan locals, they are leaving Japan and Tokyo. Why? Would that happen to you as well? How do you feel living and working in Japan? I've moved to Tokyo, Japan more than 1 year, and I will share you with this experience and observations. Hey friends, welcome back. This is Vec. This channel is about making you online income, know about different culture experience, tools, strategy, and mindset. Number 1, cold relationship. It's really hard to make friends in Japan. Not for those party friends, but friends you can really trust, borrow a hand when you're in trouble. I am an extrovert, and I do feel it hard towards this. Also, this is the first ranking reason I want to list here to explain. If you compare lifestyle in China, Korea, Japan, Thai, Europe, you will soon realize out of surprise that people in Japan are relatively older, cold, isolated. Some people describe Japan as the heaven for those independent, while for some people, they just think this is the hell of extrovert. So it's up to you. One of the reasons is for keigo, a unique expressing and thinking way. Keigo in Japanese is in a relatively embarrassing position. In English, Chinese, you can call someone with name directly, just like, hey John, hey Ryosuke. In Korean, at least you can choose something between sumida and your, 안녕하세요, 안녕하십니까. So you can find a balance between strangers and friends. It's cute and intimate. However, there's no broker between friends and stranger hands. Even long-known colleagues and friends, you may still use keigo, which continuously remind people that you're far away. But if you don't use, you may find yourself too kalui, frivolous. Usually, it is only close friends and boyfriend, girlfriend, family relationship that you will call people's name directly in Japanese. The second reason for isolation is independence. There's a spirit of 迷惑をかけないで don't cause trouble to others. It is taught from childhood for many Japanese and widely promoted in local billboard that don't cause trouble to others. Things include don't make noise to neighbors, don't hurt others. But it also means that don't borrow help from other people, don't be too close with others, etc. This is mostly different with China, Korean, and English culture. In China, people believe that causing trouble is a way to add humans into action. Don't be afraid to have debts in relationships, but just be afraid no one would like to borrow their debt to you. In Korea, the social level, especially around Seoul, Hongdae, you will see people really hugging, holding hands, even kissing at night. But in Japan, it's less common. It's really hard to see locals holding hands sometimes, even in Tokyo. Actually, this is a highly civilized spirit. In order, be independent, be civilized, let all things be built on rule. It's something between none of your business and none of my business. Some people call it civilized spirit. Some people call it coldness. How do you think? Third reason for isolation is cautious. With human nature suppressed, people in Tokyo are generally more cautious towards strangers' behavior. There are words about 等一下 hentai or 气行. So in Western world, maybe you can greet someone like, hey gorgeous, nice to meet you. While in Japan, if you say, すいません, sugoku, hentai. Next, I want to talk about stress. Living in Tokyo is highly costed, which leads to stress. I can't name it clearly, but it is like the whole city is covered in an invisible bubble, and whoever you are, wherever you're from, when you enter the city center, you gradually feel it. And when time passes low, you are soaked with stress. Japanese people are famous for their service spirit. Many times, they use keigo with the most respectful words, which seem to be good when you are customers. But in fact, you can also feel stressed when receiving their very dedicated services. And you cannot help thinking that one day, when you need to make money in Japan, you need to use the same attitude and spirit serving other people. Most things in Tokyo are very expensive. As an international city, also called the back gardens of the US, Tokyo is a city with many 4 or 5-star hotels. To be frank, the price is not for locals, very high. It's harder for people in Tokyo to relax. Everyone working in fast pace seems reminding you how much cost you need to pay to retain a dignity in life in Tokyo. You can feel it is the environment that can people with such vibe. The rent in Tokyo City is also super high. There's only one super city in Japan, that's Tokyo. Everything is trying to bulk into Tokyo, so other people, companies and houses, which leads to the super high house rent and living stress. To cover the living cost, boss. You need to work hard from day to night. Actually, I live in Suburb for 7 months, the place of the tourist attractions, one of the city centers people must visit. Many locals or tourists take train for 1 hour to take a visit, but I just walk for 30 minutes or I take a bus for 10 minutes and then I arrive.
Shibuya is the business center in Tokyo. Yeah, it's also the culture center. You can always see people carrying their luggages, trying to walk, catch the train.
At first, I was excited, but soon I got so exhausted. I paid 10,000 yen for one row around 10 square meters. That's literally a very tiny space. I was not used to it at the beginning, but luckily, most houses in Japan are small but well equipped. So I did spend a very precious time living together with my housemates in a shared house. But I cannot pay my friends come home. It's literally just a tiny space for someone to work, to live in Tokyo. If you're like me, face the same call of independence, please consider move to Chiho suburb, which I will mention at the end. Then we have to talk about the salary. Japan's labor is still relatively cheap in developed countries. Japan's GDP per capita, or PPP index, which measures individuals' purchasing power, is still around half of Australia's and 1/3 to United States. Actually, one day I read a message from headhunting companies saying that because of the weakening yen system, it's easier for global companies to hire Japan's high talent with relatively affordable price. To be frank, I really think there are many people in Japan are very diligent, highly educated. They have innovative spirit and have determination to stick to something and do it well. They polish for one product and make it the best. This is one of the reasons why an isolated country could develop, because the people are tough. But anyway, it's still a good thing that in this world people are still in need. You can say this is a mixed blessing. So what's the benefit? We've talked so much, and should you consider living in Japan? Japan is good for its care towards humanity. Japan is a place where you feel that you will really be taken as a human instead of someone imported as the labor force. Japan is of the few countries that will grant foreign citizens a very similar rights to locals. From the day you enter Japan and register your identity card at city office, you will have almost the same social welfare, no cap medical care as the locals. When the government transfers money to citizens, you can get one share of it. You will not be ignored because you are foreigners, but because you also contribute to the country and pay the tax. Then Japan's social welfare is sort of completed. If you are ill, you will be strongly supported by one of the world's best and affordable medical care. If you lose job, you will get insurance in time to pass that hard time, for it's included in the tax you pay for insurance. If you become unable to afford a house, Japan's government take it as basic human rights and pay your house rent for 3 to 9 months. Japan's also a place with democracy freedom. Whenever I come back from some countries where I will often asked by the immigrants to give them some money by all sorts of excuses. It's always fresh for me when I came back. Here you have the clear sky, clean path, gentle officers with integrity, speech freedom, basic rights as the human. So if you ask me, should you come to Japan? Should you leave Japan? I would say, why not give yourself a try? If you're East Asian, Japan may feel like your second home, as no one could recognize you. If you're from Southeast, South Asia, or English area, Japan is a new place, interesting, with different culture. Life is so short, so why not give it a try? The most important thing is to leave us with choices, ability to choose. Go back to the top. I've left Tokyo, so where I will go next? I've decided to leave Tokyo and move to Chiho, Subtitle. It's 1 hour by train from Tokyo, but the rent is 20% cheaper. The food cost is just 70%. Cafe's vibe is chill. No one will drive you away after 2 hours. There's a joke that if you are hurt in love, if you are hurt by career, just come to Suburb because the sea will kill you, the nature will kill you. If you are interested in why I chose Suburb and near Suburb, please comment below as I will make another content. I still know too less about Japan. Japan is big, it's more than Tokyo. People from Hokkaido, Shikoku, Kyushu, they have always unique stories. We cannot take them as a whole. Thus, we need to continue exploring. If you are interested in this video, you might probably also interested in my other video about cultural experience and how to make online income. I generally will introduce how to make enough online income so you can basically live anywhere in the world. Thanks for the subscribe. See you then.